Our overarching communication brief was community, and within this community we also had the idea of social media and how our social media For You pages communicate this idea of social media community. It goes a little bit something like this. This is a For You page. Everything we like and interact with are curated in this algorithm, and then that kind of tells us what we like about life, because you can tell a lot about people. So my piece was about how there's such a lack of community in such a social media driven world where everyone's talking about community and how important it is, and then the whole idea of, are you actually present in the moment, or are you doing it just for the likes and the clicks? I wanted my actress sad she's not connected with anyone. She sees people doing these things on the Instagram, but there's no one with her, and kind of her realizing that she needs to like put her phone down and get out there. I actually wasn't too sure of the idea for a long time. I definitely knew that I wanted to do Wes Anderson, but I wasn't sure what the story was going to be. I'm the visual learner. I have to visually see what something's going to be stylized as, and then that way I can then plan my shots. For example, with Wes Anderson, he uses lots of whip pans. I think that's a technical term. And I was like, okay, well, what social media and community shots can I use that also incorporate this technique? So there was like a bit of like back and forth with that. As for working with my production and studio team, that was great. I give that double thumbs up. That was because I didn't have to work with them. Okay, like I did. We talked about what we wanted our brief to be, which is community. I was more concerned about what our piece was going to be, and I came up with the social media idea. My friend was scrolling on his phone on Instagram, and I was like, get off your Instagram. Actually, I have an idea. So that's how that came about. But we did talk about what our website was supposed to look like. We liked the idea of recreating a For You page, but putting our own videos on it. But apart from that, I think everyone had a pretty solid idea of what they wanted to do, how they wanted it to look, that we just kind of went and let everyone just do it. Working with the team members were fine. One of our members worked on the website, and I was fine with that. I trusted his vision. The second team member, kept putting her headphones in, and when we tried to talk to her, she'd just kind of go, But, a bit rude. But I had so much more important work to be doing, and I was like, I can't be bothered with your passive-aggressive behavior. Like, we tried to include her. We talked to her, we discussed between three of us what we might be able to do to help her, but she wasn't reciprocative to that. You do you. Like, we've tried. And the other team member who finds it a bit hard to like let go of control and stuff was absolutely fine. Probably because there was nothing that I had, to be in control of. So that was okay actually. Wes Anderson is either all in or nothing at all. You have to have the color grading, the film techniques, the wardrobe, editing, just Wes Anderson stuff. I don't, it's just difficult. And I didn't have anyone to talk to really or be there with me. I'm okay with doing things by myself, but occasionally it can be nice just to have someone on your shoulder and go, hey, what's this shot? What is this? Anyway, did lots of post and pre-production to make sure that everything ran smoothly. I love planning, man. It's so good. I just plan more. I'm happy with my piece. There were multiple times where I was like, oh my gosh, I've bitten off more than I can chew. When people complain about how much work they've got to do, despite the fact that they are the ones who did that planning and created that work for themselves in the first place, I was a silly person who made these decisions. So now it's on me to carry out the said decisions. Otherwise, there's got to be no film. And I kind of need a film. Would I do it again? No, I wouldn't. I would not do it again.